everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. There's no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Texans are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Bengals, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. First and 10, and incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's second down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Dalton throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first-round pick from a year ago, Eric Armstead. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. It's second down. Dalton looking. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Eluding the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Nugent puts it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And Dalton hands to Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jeremy Hill there was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. So the Bengals forced to settle for a field goal try here as Mike Nugent is onto the field.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Nugent puts it through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Texans are going to have a first. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami. Went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. But
and got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
You know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third down from the gun, Dalton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So here's the 2014 Pro Bowler. That's Kevin Huber on to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll bite, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Jones on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. Uses the stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, trying to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplishment.
And the ball is knocked out. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Six yards to go here on second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a...
Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Lamar Miller. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They look to throw now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Let's go. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ray Malaluga in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. Zero.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. But still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And Dalton will just sneak it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So a designed run last play, now Dalton to pass. And he finds LaFell complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Offense. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Hill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Second down, Dalton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about everything.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Jones. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Texans are going to have a 1st. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They run it again with Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Nice play, baby. Nice play.
They send Green to the left on his own. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert! Let's go! 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go!
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Bengals grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Andre Howe. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Hopkins, the one receiver right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for someone to throw to. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. They'll look to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Room here to run. There goes Jeremy Hill. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Red zone opportunity. Dalton's going to sneak it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Fresh set of downs here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Strong, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused? That was hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, here's Hill. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Hill, the lone setback. Dalton with a give to Hill. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Off the play fake. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And taking it right down Broadway. The 30. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to us.
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. And that rushing touchdown is Ford puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The busy night continues for Hill. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They come out here in the I. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run. This is Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now to the air, Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And good penetration. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been terrific so far. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
3 down, 3 down. Blue 10. Blue 10. Go, go, go. Dagger. Dagger. Flare.
And they will take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
4 down. Alert. Bang. 380.
And they take a knee. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Wide 20. Wide 20. Mike, 55. Check the dagger. Hey, check 20.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing, Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.